Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's 5 past 5 here in the UK on Tuesday, the 19th of October. The American market having another strong day, as you can see. The S&P up 28 points, and all of the measures of the trend on VectorVest are up, plus lots and lots of really good green lights on the front page. The advice: buying safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. I haven't been that active in the market because I've had lots of things going on, but if we do have a look at the S&P, that's the S&P, folks, and that's the chart that I've had for quite a while now, this compound divergence on the stochastic, stopping the market here. As you know, that was 78% of the last range, and I spoke for a long time about breaking and closing above this high, and that pretty much proves that this is an ABC correction that with any luck is over. However, this afternoon this is pushing up very strongly, and the market moving up into an overbought situation. Clearly it can stay up there for one heck of a long time, but I would be happier buying back into this market after a little bit of a pullback. And I wouldn't be at all surprised to see that start tomorrow, a pullback. But nevertheless, the trend upwards is very strong. And as you can see, it has closed above that 78% retracement of this range down. And with any luck, we're heading up to a new high relatively soon. Whether it's going to happen before a minor retracement, I really don't know, but I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the darn thing come back and kiss, where's my line, freehand line, kiss either that high or this high before moving any higher. So just keep your eye out on that. If it does pull back to that level, that would probably be a great entry point. So I as I say, I've been otherwise focused, but I have 3 positions running, and I'm very glad to report that all 3 I brought the stops to entry. I'll have a look at them now, and that's AMD. That was the entry point. I've got it here at 108. The stop loss was a tick or two under that low, and until this market breaks out, until we categorically break out of that range that the American market has been in since March, I think, then I'm taking off half, getting my stop to entry, letting the other half run. That's what I'm doing here. Made much more than what I've risked on that run. Got out about 115 on half, and stops at entry, and that's looking good. I'm very happy with that. It rose here on rising volume. It pulled back into this spring type pattern. Couldn't get through that level, came down, run a lot of stops there again, and this is a 5 wave. I think it's called a pennant, and it broke up quite strongly. This is Nvidia. Again, the same entry there, stop loss under that low, and just managed to get half off, stops at entry. This is a very promising pattern, and fib fans, that was 78% of this range after a perfect Gartley pattern. So that looks good. And then the last one that I bought into is Microsoft. Exactly the same rationale, somewhere about there. Entry point there, stop loss there, and got half off at the old high, in fact, and the stops at entry. So I haven't done any more. There's an awful lot of other opportunities around. I haven't had the focus to actually work on those, but I'm very happy with those. I shall have a look later on at the Midas Touch watch list and see if I can find something else. So in the UK, in the UK, finally, the underlying trend has turned to up as the MTI went to 1, and we had a very strong day yesterday. This is after the close on Monday. I looked a few minutes ago and the FTSE was up a tick or two today as well. So we have 3 green lights here. We have got a black star winking at us in the green light, telling us that the price here was up of the compass was up day over day and week over week. Plus the momentum was also rising, and that's quite a turnaround from this black star that we had in the red here, which was saying exactly the opposite, that the market was in fact speeding up to the downside. I have the VectorVest composite here, if I can find it. There we are. That's the VectorVest composite, folks, and you can see here that that's the DEW template, which is the medium-term template, and we still haven't got a signal here. So in terms, the short-term signals are strongly up. The medium-term signal still hasn't given us a buy-in. And the longest term signal in VectorVest, the confirmed call that we use for our worry-free investing, in fact hasn't given us a signal. So I haven't done anything yet in the UK apart from buying that SLP, which I think I reported upon on Friday. With any luck we'll get a signal soon here. Like this, because if we look at this, we can see a very strong reverse divergence on this chart. For those of you that are familiar with my work, the price is rising here, but to the DPO was actually falling, and that normally precipitates a very strong move. So I'm still reasonably positive of a decent move into the into Christmas. We shall see. And I shall be adding and getting back to fully invested in the UK when the confirmed call arrives. So hopefully that'll be soon. So I hope this helped, folks. Go back to the American market as we always do at the end of these things. And as you can see, the S&P 500 up 30 ticks. The stochastic... if it doesn't do anything magic, folks, but it always tells you and gives you a safe buy-in when you see that stochastic on any time frame, from 5 minutes to monthly, when you see it down around the 20 level and everything else saying yes as well, of course, then that adds a great deal of discipline to your decision making. This thing moving up very strong, as you can see the gap open today, and just remember the stochastic can stay up around the 100% level for a very long time. However, apart from an intraday trade, I would not buy into the market when it's extended like this. I think that the best buy-in will be on the next pullback, as I mentioned a few minutes ago. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.